Purpose is not something you stumble into by accident. It is something woven into your existence long before you even took your first breath. Every human being is born with an assignment, a destiny, a reason, a mission. You are not here just to pass time, pay bills, work, and die. You are here to do something meaningful, something impactful, something that leaves the world different than you found it. You were created for a purpose, and life will never feel complete until you live in alignment with that purpose. So many people today walk through life without direction. They wake up, go to work, laugh a little, struggle a little, wish a little, sleep, and repeat. But deep inside, they feel something missing, a void, an emptiness, a quiet whisper asking, "Is this all there is?" When you live without purpose, you may move, but you don't progress. You may work, but you don't grow. You may achieve, but you don't feel fulfilled. A life without purpose is like a ship without a compass. It floats, but it never arrives. Purpose is what gives your life meaning. It gives you a reason to wake up, a reason to push harder, a reason to endure pain, a reason to overcome challenges. Purpose turns ordinary people into extraordinary leaders. Purpose turns pain into power, tragedy into testimony, and struggles into stories that can uplift millions. Think for a moment about Nelson Mandela. He spent 27 years in prison. 27 years locked behind bars, separated from his family, isolated from the world. Most people would have lost hope, lost direction, lost their will to fight. But Mandela held on to purpose. He understood that his imprisonment was a season, not the end of his story. He said, "My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive." When he came out of prison, he walked out not with bitterness, but with purpose. And that purpose changed an entire nation. His life teaches us that your purpose is stronger than your pain. It can survive isolation, rejection, and injustice. Or think about Oprah Winfrey, born into poverty, abused as a child, rejected, doubted, underestimated. The world didn't expect anything from her. But purpose doesn't need permission. Purpose grows even in broken places. Oprah trusted her voice, trusted her calling, trusted her gift to communicate, uplift, and inspire. Today, she is one of the most influential women on the planet. Her life proves that your background does not limit your purpose, it prepares you for it. Or look at Steve Jobs. He didn't graduate from college, he had no clear roadmap. He was fired from the very company he founded. Most people would have quit, but not him. Jobs said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life." His purpose was innovation, creation, pushing boundaries, seeing things differently. And because he walked in his purpose, he built products and ideas that transformed how the entire world communicates. Jobs teaches us that purpose is not always understood by others, but it must always be followed by you. You see, your purpose is not defined by your circumstances. Mandela had a prison. Oprah had a painful childhood. Jobs had rejection and uncertainty. Yet all of them walked into purpose because they refused to settle for a life without meaning. You have your own story, your own battles, your own experiences, but inside them is your purpose. Your pain can become someone else's inspiration. Your struggle can become someone else's hope. Your survival can become someone else's strength. You do not find purpose through comparison. You find it through authenticity. You cannot walk into your destiny while trying to live someone else's life. You are not a copy, you are an original. There is something you can do that no one else can do in the same way. Your voice, your ideas, your creativity, your compassion, your wisdom, your dreams. They exist because the world needs them. You are necessary. Many people confuse purpose with success. They think purpose is about fame, money, comfort, or applause. But purpose is deeper. Mandela didn't go through prison for fame. Oprah didn't survive hardship for applause. Steve Jobs didn't innovate for validation. Purpose is not what you do. It is why you do it. A job gives you income. Purpose gives you impact. A title gives you recognition. Purpose gives you fulfillment. You can retire from a career, but you can never retire from your purpose. Sometimes your purpose begins with something that breaks your heart. A problem you cannot ignore, a burden you cannot escape, a desire to change something that doesn't feel right. This is how great movements began. Mothers who lost children to violence and then fought to change laws. Leaders who survived injustice and then dedicated their lives to peace. Inventors who suffered limitations and then created technology to remove those limitations. Your greatest pain can lead to your greatest purpose if you allow it to. Purpose will require sacrifice. It will require discipline, courage, growth, and sometimes loneliness. There were nights Mandela spent alone in a cell. There were moments Oprah had no one to encourage her. There were years Steve Jobs worked in a garage while being mocked. Purpose is not always comfortable, but it is always worth it. It will pull you away from distractions, negative people, toxic environments, and wasted time. Purpose elevates you. And elevation requires separation. You must also understand that purpose grows over time. Who Oprah was at 25 was not who she became at 50. Who Mandela was as a young activist was not who he became as a president. Who Steve Jobs was when he built his first computer was not who he became when he returned to Apple. Purpose unfolds in layers, seasons, and stages. Don't expect instant clarity. Clarity comes through action, not waiting. You discover purpose by moving forward, not by standing still. The world needs more people living with purpose. People who don't just survive, but contribute. People who don't just exist, but make a difference. The world is full of entertainment, but starving for meaning. Full of noise, but starving for purpose. Full of opinions, but starving for leaders. Someone's future is connected to your purpose. Someone's breakthrough is waiting for your obedience to your calling. So today, I challenge you to make a decision. A serious, life-defining decision. Stop doubting your worth. Stop delaying your dreams. Stop burying your gifts. Stop running from your calling. Decide to live with intention, passion, courage, and clarity. Decide to develop your talents, sharpen your skills, discipline your habits, guard your time, and build your life with purpose at the center. Like Mandela, refuse to give up even when life puts you in a dark place. Like Oprah, rise above every setback, every insult, every wound. Like Steve Jobs, follow your heart even when others do not understand it. When your final day comes, may your life echo loudly. May people remember your kindness, your leadership, your creativity, your impact, your love, your courage, and your purpose. May you leave behind a legacy that whispers to future generations, this person lived with meaning. You were not created to be average. You were not born to blend in. You were not put on earth just to exist. You have a purpose, a powerful, meaningful, world-shifting purpose. Now is the time to walk in it. Rise, step forward, live intentionally, live courageously, live purposefully. The world is waiting for what only you can give.